Okay, to get started, you want to go to the class Canvas page and then go to Assignments and Lesson 1, Basics of Editing. So the first thing you want to do is let's go ahead and download the video files they're going to be using. So right there you see the Drive link. Click on that. And then yours might be clicked right here where it's the lines. Just click on the boxes, and then I'll give you the thumbnails. Now, all of these, you're free to go in and use. They're former students, but everything that's in these folders are just video clips. So you want to get 3 video clips to use for your project. So let's say this is what you want to use as the first one. So how you do it, click on More Actions, click on Download, and it might take a second. If that comes up, just hit download anyway. And so mine's already set to download to my download screen. When yours comes up, you want to click on, it'll pop up, and you want to click on where it says this PC. So mine's going to be a little bit different, but you want to look for yours. It says this PC. And when yours comes up with this PC, you'll see new volume. Double click new volume, and then you'll see somewhere where it'll say new folder. Click on new folder and then put your name, and then that'll be your folder. Okay, so and that's where you're going to download your 3 video files for that. Once you get your 3 video files downloaded, then you're going to open up your Premiere Pro. So yours is going to be over here on the left. You'll click that up, find Premiere Pro 2024, and go ahead and open it up from there. And it'll take a second for it to get all the way up. To sign in, make sure you do not click on the Google button to sign in. You're going to have to type in your school address and then go from there. If you hit Google, then it's not going to work. Okay, so let's say you've got everything going on, you're up and running, you're going to go to New Project, and then on the project name, since this is the first project, we're just going to put in Project 1. Project location, click on that, and where it says Choose Location, click on that, and then for yours, you're going to go back to find where it says This PC, and then on that, you're going to click on the new edition, and then find your folder, and you're going to click on select folder. I'm just going to do downloads, select folder, but you will hit this PC, new edition, and then your folders you've already created. And then once you got that, you just hit create. And it might take a second. Okay, so when yours comes up, I want you to go up to Window, Workspaces. Yours will probably be on Learning. Go to Editing, and then that will give you the right, correct layout. Okay, so now you have everything up. You want to click on your Windows Explorer, so it should be at the bottom. Should look like a folder. Click on that, and then this PC, and then go to the new edition or new volume, and then click on your folder, and that should bring it up. So once you bring those up, let's say this is one of your clips. You want to left click and hold, and you want to drag it right here to this workspace, right? Now mine's going to come up like this, but yours will be right in here. So you'll be able to see when it pops up that it's there. So this will pop up. These are your video layers. These are your audio. We're not going to really worry about audio with this first project. And if you wanted, you can drag them over here as well, or you can drag it right behind here. So the main thing we're really worried about for this first project is to make sure there's no gaps in between the video files And so let's say you did pull this one in here and there's this gap. Take your cursor, left click and hold. You'll see it highlight. And then while you're holding it, drag it to the left and it should snap into place. And if you pulled it over here, then we're gonna left click, hold, and then drag that right over here. So you're gonna have 3 video files in a row. You don't have any gap in between them. Now, one way you can see is there any gap, just to make sure, this blue bar, right? You're gonna left click and hold right here and then just drag it. And you'll see on your video monitor, you'll see it moving. So here, I'll pull mine over real quick. So if you see when you go this way, it's called scrubbing. So when you go left to right or right to left, when you're doing this, this is called scrubbing. So you're scrubbing the video. So I'm gonna go right here and I don't see any gaps. So a gap would be a dark spot, there'd be no video there. So it'd be kind of like, you would definitely be able to tell, but just in case, right here with this bar, if you left click and hold here, if you pull it this way, it makes the whole thing smaller. So if we were using a bunch of video files, that would make it easier to be able to see all of those. But if you want to get really up close and detailed, you're going to left click and hold and go the opposite way. And so now I've got it really close up. It's like I'm kind of taking a magnifying glass, and now I can easily see from, this is a second. There's no gap. So I'm happy with that. So I've double checked that. I'm going to come over here. Doesn't look like there's a gap, but again, just to make sure there's no gap. And there you go. So now I've brought in 3 clips. I've put them together. All right. So let's say you bring it in and one of your clips, so this fits. Can you see this fits the screen, right? Everything fits. This one fits. This one's small. And that doesn't work, right? You got to have them all the same size. So the way you fix this is you click on this file, and you see it'll highlight right there. And when it does, over here, you want to make sure Effect Controls is selected. So you might have something else, usually Source. Click on Effect Controls, make sure that's highlighted. And then right here, you'll see Scale, okay? To the right, it will probably say 100. So I've made mine smaller so you can see, but hover over that with your mouse and you'll see the 2 lines, the 2 arrows show up. Left click and hold, and then you can move up. If you push up with your mouse, it makes it larger. If you pull down, it makes it smaller. So you want to get it to where it's full. 100% is where we're going. If yours is small and you start at 100, then more than likely you're going to go up to 150 to 200, maybe even 300. Another way to do it is just click on it, and then you can just put in the numbers. And now I've made it really large. But if I need to come down, just like that. Okay, so everything's in place. Everything's right size. Now it's time to export. So we're going to come up here and see Import, Edit, Export. We're going to click on Export. Now, for the file name, remember for every project we do, you need to start off with your name, then a dash, then this is block 3, or if you're block 4, block 2, whichever, but put your block, space and dash, and then which project. So this is project 1. Your location, click on the blue link. You're going to go and find this PC, then your new volume, double click that, and then click on your folder, and then save on your folder. For right now, yours might say match source adapted high bitrate. You want to make sure you just change it to high quality 1080p HD, all right? So just go there, find that. Usually it'll be like right here. And the format H.264. So that's an MP4 that you want to keep that. Usually that's already going to be there. And then you click on export. And then what that does is it takes all these video files and audio files, if there were any, and it combines them into one file. So that's basically your final your final rendering. It's just all of these are just one video file, and you can that's basically your movie, and that is what you're going to upload into Canvas. Now, make sure before you upload it into Canvas that you watch it. Take the time and just watch it and make sure that there's nothing that you've missed. And it's easy to do. It's really, really easy to overlook something, and that way you can go back and fix it before you turn it in. So now we can go downloads. There it is, C.S. Alexander, Block 3, Project 1. And I'm going to watch it. And so I see it's working correctly. I want to see when it goes over to the next one, it should just be a no transition, just goes right over. There we go. It's working exactly where it should be. And then I should have one more. There we go. And it should end. Bada boom, bada bing. Now I know that everything is done correctly. Then I go to Canvas and I upload that file. And that's it.